Welcome back to the Mason clan. In this episode, we're still following the Wild Atlantic Way in County Donegal all the way down to the Slieve Liag. A 20-minute drive from our ferry at Burtonport was McGeary. We found this on Parks for Night and it's a community centre park up with services. There is a campsite at the back if you want electric though. This was a popular car park for locals who were walking the dogs on the beach, and quite a few stopped for a chat to see where we'd been, where we were going, and to suggest somewhere else as well. Across the bay was another signal tower and the remains of a kelp factory from times gone by. The following morning, the dogs enjoyed another run on the beach before we were heading off. We were aiming to get to the campsite at Slieve Liag. Part of our route was on the Glengesh Pass, which is a road that goes up through the hills of County Donegal. It's a good sized road with passing points for anything that needs to get by. It's quite a steep winding road, but it was no issue for our motorhome. Once you reach the top, there's a place where you can pull in with a picnic bench, some information on the pass, and there's another Wild Atlantic Way marker, so you might want to grab a few photos while you're up there. For this trip, just like most of our others, we don't tend to book ahead, but luckily we got to the campsite and there was space for us to fit on. What we had booked though was a table at the Rusty Mackerel for lunch, as we'd heard great reviews about this place. While Stephen enjoyed a Sunday roast, I had the rusty mackerel, and we shared the dessert. Well, sort of. I think I ate most of it. It was good anyway. Next to the campsite is the Slieve Liag Visitors Centre. This is a good point of call for your visit. There's plenty of maps available and a little cafe in here. Also, shuttle buses run up to the start of the Slieve Liag walk. Although there is a car park about halfway up, it's not that big and probably wouldn't fit motorhomes on. The walk up there, I would say, is 20 to 30 minutes. So for us, jumping on the bus was easier and our dogs were allowed on too. We did ask at the visitors centre before taking our dogs with us, and they said it was fine as long as they were kept on the lead. There's also a signal tower up here, which we learned were an early warning system against a French invasion during the times of Napoleon. There's an air sign as well, which are dotted along the coastline of Ireland. Sadly, the weather put paid to us walking further, but we did make it high enough up to get a view all around and along to the Teeling Bay. After dropping the dogs back at the motorhome, we grabbed our bikes and went to the Rusty Mackerel for some refreshments before heading off along the Teeling Bay and down to the harbour, where there was some locals fishing, probably for their tea. The campsite's €30 a night with showers and extra €2. These are in a porter cabin along with the toilets, and there is a campsite kitchen. We didn't use these. It is a work in progress, but it's got everything you need and it's located well for visiting the Slieve Liag. Whilst researching our trip, we joined a few Irish motorhome Facebook groups and everybody recommended a visit to here. I'm hoping this has inspired you to go too.